Hey y'all. So those of you that got Mickey Mouse guitars, uh, I would rather you guys turn them back in, okay, and get some grown-up adult guitars. Uh, I'm gonna tell you what all I got. All right, I got me a Yamaha F310, best guitar you could ever buy. Um, you also got a stand, some picks. Um, And I'm going to tell you, it also plays just like uh, a Hot Rod something 1989. All right. It's a fancy guitar. It's really hot just by the color. Um, I also got a tuner for it. I also got a strap for it. I got some guitar picks and it came with a stand. Okay. Right now, it's in the corner right next to my desk. Um, and that's not the only thing I got. Today, I got a Cowboy phone case that has a horse ride on it as well. Okay. So, and I'm going to tell you, it's the best guitar you could ever buy. It's not Mickey Mouse. It's not, it's not, it's the best, just the best guitar. I could tell you what I'm going to grab it and I'm going to show it to y'all here in just a few minutes on how good of a color scheme of this guitar. And I'm going to tell you, it came from Sweetwater. Um, and it's a very good company. I'm going to tell you, my dad has bought a good, nice guitar from there, and he's got his whole setup from there, and that's where I got my setup. Is Sweetwater and the Yamaha. I've never actually owned a Yamaha or any other guitar. This is my very first guitar that a cowboy myself has actually is actually had. And for a guitar, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, y'all. That's actually I'm going to tell you, 1 out of 10 is a good guitar. And it's probably one of the best ones that you could ever buy. And I'm going to tell you, it's the best one, 100%. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab it. I'm going to show it to y'all. This guitar is a very nice guitar, okay? But I don't have a bag for it yet, okay? I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, I do not have a bag for this very specific guitar to tote it around to my church and stuff like that. But my dad's gonna be very, very nice to actually. He's gonna be very, very nice enough to actually let me borrow his guitar bag to actually tote this to church and stuff. So again, it's a very good guitar. It's a very good color scheme. Everything is just terrific and everything like that. The guitar is nice itself. Everything that they did to this guitar is really, really nice. And I told you that this is a very, very nice guitar. I've never really owned one. This is just my very, very first guitar. And it's going to actually last me a long time if I take care of it. In which, knowing me, I'm going to take something like this a good care of. Something like this is very, very common for me. But do I know how to play it yet? No. My church will show me how to play. I'm talking Sunday night when I take this into the church. They're going to sit down with me, show me a few chords, and show me where my hands actually need to be. And then hopefully I can go up there and be able to play some bluegrass or whatever it is. But this guitar, it's very, very common. And like I said, it's a Yamaha F310. The name is right there, Yamaha. So, and it's an F310, which it says it right in the guitar, Yamaha F310. So, um, you might say, how do you keep it, shaped up and cleaned up and get all the fingerprints off of it when it's nice and shiny like this? Well, I take a napkin and I go up and around it every so often and get all the fingerprints and stuff like that. I try to do it every night before I go to bed, as well as cleaning my ring up. I try to do that as well. Mainly, this is just a very, very common thing for me to actually come on here and do. Now, I could always tell you or show you, not tell you, but show you how this thing sounds. And I'm gonna tell you, it's my dad has played it. Just about everyone in my family has played it. Just two people, which is basically my dad and my uncle. Um, they've they've pretty much played it and stuff like that. But this is a very, very good guitar here, and I love it dearly. It's just like I just love the instrument. I just love, and once I can actually learn how to play something like this, I could be able to come on here and play some anything for you. Maybe some country, some of bluegrass, some of whatever. But right now, if you guys want your very first beginners um, acoustic, the Yamaha F310 is the one of the best ones that you could probably even buy. Like I said, this is Sweetwater, and I got a book that I could show you. But Sweetwater of an acoustic guitar is, it's very, very common. And I'm going to tell you and show you that this guitar, I've never even owned my very first Yamaha, but this is it. And I'm going to just show you the knobs. They're really, shined like really, really good. These are the knobs that keep it tuned. And I just got this yesterday. And I got my stand with this today. So, and then I got my phone case as well today. Where is my phone? Right here. So today I got this as well. A little from my career, Cowboy. So I got that. But I'm gonna actually show you how this thing sounds. I'm not gonna play no music because I don't really know how, but up until I can learn. So it sounds kind of like this. So yeah, it's a very, very good guitar, especially if you can learn something like a Yamaha. So I'm just gonna tell you, it plays just like a hot rod. Okay. Um, Now, I would like my very first song, country song, whatever, to be "Sweet Home Alabama." But with that being said, it's going to take some practice to learn something like this. It's not something that you can just pick up and learn how to play and know how to play. You got to take practice. Now, I could watch YouTube videos on my TV here on how to play. I could go to the church and have them sit down and show me a few chords um, and stuff like that. But like I said, I got this yesterday and got the rest of the stuff with this today. So I got a tuner with it. I got a strap. I got, some guitar picks. And then um, my guitar stand that came today is right here. Just a little bitty guitar stand. It's really, really nice to have. And, my guitar just sits on it. And stuff like that. And I just keep it basically in the corner of my desk so I can just reach it anytime I want to play it. But yeah, it's a very, very nice. I just like I love everything about this guitar, like the paint scheme, the outline of and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the name of this guitar if you really want the name of it. It's a Yamaha F310. The paint scheme is like a tobacco type of color, and that's what this is. It's a tobacco. Um, it's a really good, guitar, especially if you can get to learn something like this. And that's basically what I'm trying to do is learn how to play an acoustic guitar. And this right here is just very, very common. Um, and I could show you towards the end again on how this sounds, but I mean, it's phenomenal. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set this down for just a second. I'm gonna walk over and get the paperwork where I got the guitar from and show it to you guys. It's a very good calming thing. Okay. Does this have the no the other one? Where's the other one? Does this have the thing in it? Yes. Okay. So this is the thing that they'll send you once you get the guitar. Um, they'll send you in a box this little thing, and it comes from, like I said, where I got it from is Sweetwater. And like I said, the guitar came yesterday. Um, and you get the whole. I got the whole combo. Like I got the guitar yesterday, and then today I got the guitar stand, the picks, the guitar tuner, and actually the guitar tuner is rechargeable. And then the guitar picks, I got a whole bunch of them. So, what else did I get? Oh, and then if you order from Sweetwater, they give you two. I got two bags today, but one bag yesterday with the guitar. I got some bubble gum and some other candy, and then today I got two bags of candy from Sweetwater. So, and stuff like that. And the other thing is, I'm trying to get from Sweetwater is the my very own guitar bag, something that I can tote my guitar in. So, and that would probably, yeah, it's going to come from Sweetwater as soon as I can get some money, or as soon as my aunt, shout out, can help me order it. So yeah, I'm gonna be toting that to the church. And like I said, if you're interested in this something like this, it's a Yamaha F310. It's gonna be a very good beginner's guitar. And then once you can move up, you can get an actual size guitar with bigger strings. Like I'm talking 13s, 15s, 14s, 40, something like that. But and I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that I paid for this specific guitar 249. Okay, I it was well the price was 249 just for this guitar. I paid 260 for this whole combo, so it wasn't really a bad deal. Um, it was actually a good deal. And here it sits in this office of King Ranch JD. And then, like I said, once I can learn how to play this specific guitar on here, well, as soon as I can actually learn it and know the strings by heart and by hand, I can come on here and just be a show off and not really as much as a show off, but be a rock star or be rocking out with the guitar. Um, I just love everything about it. Oh, and I also got a strap for it. Let me go ahead and show you. Um, the strap is in a box, but because I just stuck it in here, and then I can just go ahead and show you the picks as well. Um, so the strap that came with it is still because I'm not going to use the strap. So it's just like that. That's how it came. Um, and then of course the picks didn't come in a Ziploc bag. I just stuck them in this, but you get like all sorts of different picks. So like I got right now I got an orange one. My dad used the yellow one. That's why it's got like the and then you get a gray one. And then you get this cool looking one. I got two of these. Um, cool little picks here. Um, and then you get like I don't know, like sort of a gray type of pick, and then you get like a gray one, another like gray one. And then yeah, the same as the other one. Um, is right here, and then you get like a see-through type, and then of course you get another gray. So you get two, like you get so many picks that you could actually play with and stuff like that. Then you get like a gray and black type of pick. So, but it's a like I said, it's just it's a practice game. It's nothing like you can just pick it up and know how to play. You have to practice and learn it, and this is actually I've never owned like a good looking guitar, and this is actually one of my very first guitars that is a Yamaha F310, one of my very first, and I've never really got to play one, so that's why I say I'm practicing. Um, but I'll show you here in just a second on how it sounds, and I love it. I love it phenomenally, but I just gotta learn how to play and know how to do it. Then the tuner that I also got today looks like that. It's just a little rechargeable, um, and stuff like that. It's nothing too exciting. I mean, it was exciting when I got the thing, but it just takes it. It's like you gotta practice. It's a nothing you can just pick up and know how to play. Now, let me go ahead and grab this thing again. I picked it up quite a few times yesterday because I'm like, and then my dad's like, man, you keep picking that up. You let it sit and then you pick it up. You let it sit, pick it up. I said, yeah, because it's too nice to even look at. So, and the strings, let me go ahead and show you the strings right quick. The strings, I didn't even put them on. You just buy it and it comes out of the box the way it is. The strings are still fairly clean. So just like new. Like I said, Yamaha F310. It's just here, get a good look at the color of it. So you got like the tobacco type of color, and then when you flip it, you got a nice back to it. It shines really well. You got a nice neck to it, You got nice little keys so you can get your nice little tuners. Um, just everything about it, and you got the Yamaha leaf. I just love everything about this. It's phenomenal. Um, my very first guitar, and it's gonna last me like long time. It's gonna last me a long time. And like I said, 249 just for this guitar specifically, but I also paid like two 260 for the whole combo. So now let me go ahead and have a seat again, and go ahead. I don't want to be sitting on my phone. Okay, so um, I can show you what I know by as of right now, but if you're new to this channel, please don't judge. I'm still, like I said, I'm learning. So I'm gonna just start like this. Um, Okay, that's that's just the main part. Now I'm going to show you what I do now. Okay, so I'm going to hold this. Well, I'm going to do the second string down. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to hold it down. Then I'm going to do the second one. The second one is the very, very first um, string. Like I said, I'm still learning. So if you're new to the channel, please do not judge this. Then I'm going to do second one, third one. So watch this. Okay. Then I'm going to move down and do the very last silver one. And then I'm going to do the second one. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to do both of the last strings. So this one and then the second one. So I'm just gonna tell you that it plays just once your line is or your strings are right where you want them to be at, you're just going to be right there. Like I said, I'm still learning, I'm still practicing. Now I'm gonna try to find my A. Please do not judge this. Because like I said, I am learning how to play this guitar. It's very, very new to me. It's not like you can just pick it up and know how to play it. So please don't judge. I'm going to try to find this A. So I think it's right here. So let's go ahead and do this. I don't know if that was A or not. So I'm going to go, I'm going to try again. I'm going to go very top and hit them all. Let's see. No. So I'm going to try this one. The A is the very, very tricky one here. I think this is it right here. But anyway, you get the gist of it. I'm basically still learning. But a guitar is just something that you can't just pick up and know how to play. But you know, it's just like I said, it's a very, very good thing, and it's a learning process. I'm going to tell you that much. It's a learning process, and like I said, it is nothing that you can just pick up and learn how and know how to play. You can learn it, but there is just no way that you're just going to pick something up like this and know how to play it. That's just not a, you know. But I'm going to tell you, this is my very, very first guitar. Never even owned a real nice guitar. When I'm going to tell you, when I was little, I had just a little baby guitar. It was just black and stuff like that. It wasn't even, but this I've actually is my very first guitar. It's I love it phenomenally. It's just now I just got to learn it, you know, because, and I'm going to take it to the church and they're going to teach me how to do some strings and lines and chords. But every time, uh, what's that word? It's just not something that you could just pick up and know how to play it. Because I'm going to tell you, And don't get me wrong, I'm learning, but it's very, very tricky to, get the chords. But my dad, on the other hand, shout out goes to him. He's going to play a couple of chords with me tonight and show me right where my hands need to be and stuff like that. But he is going to show me some chords. He's going to sit right here on my bed. I'm going to sit in my little gaming chair. It's not little, but my gaming chair, and he's going to show me some chords. And then maybe if I have some time, I'm going to probably get on Roblox or GTA, play a little video games here, and stuff like that. But mainly the guitar is what we're talking about here because this right here is new to the channel, as well as the phone case that I had bought. And I'm going to show it again one last time, just so that way you guys know what we're talking about. So it's that. This also came today for my career, and beginning this career of being a cowboy and stuff like that. I got to learn how to play a guitar so I can play like Heartland theme songs or cowboy theme songs just on this guitar. Because I'm going to tell you, once I learn how to play this guitar, my theme song is going to be some cowboy songs if I can get on here. So the first intro that I start this, when I start the live, my intro is going to be playing this guitar with, cowboy music or whatever it may be. But a guitar is what you got to learn how to know and how to play, because it's not like something you can just pick up and know how to play. But I just love the color of it. I just love the paint scheme. And like I said, it's tobaccoed. And if you guys are looking for a guitar, this is the best one to get, unless you're wanting like a Gibson guitar. But this is the best outline for a beginner's guitar. And you can even look at people on YouTube, and they'll tell you that a Yamaha is a very good beginner because it's a short neck, okay, small neck, whatever. And and you can probably, and I'm going to tell you that the guitar came with a tool. Let me go ahead and put this down again in my little stand, and I'm going to go ahead and show you. It came with a tool, okay? And this right here is what it came with, okay? So you can adjust you can adjust the neck, and I'm going to tell you the neck on this guitar is just a-okay where it's at, okay? There's no doubt about it. Now, is my tuner fully charged? And I do believe it is. So this just goes, ow, I just kicked my desk. Wasn't the smart thing to do. So this is just your tuner, okay? This would go just right at the end of, I think, of the end of that, the very end of the neck. So I think I haven't even put this on yet, which really I'm not even used the thing. So I think how this would go, so you know how to tune it, is like that, right there on the guitar. I think. I don't know, or where you could read it. So I think it would go like that. Oh, you turn it. There we go. Okay. So you can turn it where you could see it. So you can put it right there at the right there at the end of the guitar, and lift it up like this, bring it towards you to where you could actually see where it is where it needs to be tuned. And then you take that little pick and just, do it and then turn the little knobs right here up until you can, get it. And then what I'm also going to get is a um, thing to put on my string and play like that. So, it's a very good. Oh, it rotates too. Wow. Okay. That's that's cool. So, yep. So that's a very good guitar and stuff like that. So it's a very good deed. I'm glad I got a my very own guitar. And like I said, I've never really owned one. And if I haven't already mentioned, let's go ahead and get to the bottom of it as well. Um, this is not the normal time that I would go live. Yes, I know, but um, next week my time will start being on here. Okay, it doesn't start now, but it will uh, the beginning of the week. So I'm talking Monday, or no, I'm sorry, Sunday night it will begin. So 7:30 on Wednesdays, 8 o'clock on Thursdays. Okay. So you guys can see me on here on Wednesdays at 7:30 every Wednesday nights. Okay. 8 o'clock Thursdays nights. Okay. Just because I haven't been on here much on Fridays because I've been going to church and I've been going to church every Sundays and I don't get home until a little bit after 8. So this gives me more time to do the church and you come home, be relaxed, stuff like that. But yes, this is a tuner. That's how small it is. And it comes with the whole combo, the whole setup. So, but with that being said, sorry to cut this short. I just wanted to come on here and share with what you could buy and be able to know what you can get and what is not. Um, Mickey Mouse, and I'm gonna tell you something like this is not Mickey Mouse equipment. It's very, very common to know and have a string. And yes, I'm going to hop off of here like a bunny rabbit and see if my dad's ready to play some chords with me or show me some chords and stuff like that. My uncle Jeff Harris, his very first guitar was an electric guitar, and it's only got one string on it right now. And as of right now, it's in my dad's room. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go from there, and I'll see you guys Friday. I'll see you guys Wednesday night at 7:30. Okay, and then I will see you guys as well Thursday night at 8 o'clock. So stay tuned for those channels, and I'm gonna go practice my guitar. Peace. Cowboy King Ranch JD out. Y'all have a good rest of the week. Have a good weekend. I will see you on Wednesday. 7:30.